From Loyola University in New Orleans, Louisiana, the Southern State Showcase is just around the corner. John here, Nicole there, and we are fighting it this time.
We are fighting it all, the rain, the wind, and the cold. So let's waste no time. The showcase starts right now.
The Southern State Showcase on Sports South.
Welcome back to another episode of the Southern State Showcase. I'm Nicole Morocco. This is John Nelson, and as I said before, we are fighting all the elements today. Wind, rain, and in the last 10 minutes, it's dropped about 15 degrees, and I'm not ready for this weather.
So I'm not going to waste any time. First stop, Hattiesburg, Mississippi and William Carey University. We'll let you know what's going on the campus next week on the showcase, but they are going to be a force when it comes to spring sports. We caught up with the Crusaders on the green grass.
At William Carey, there's a lot to be keeping an eye on this season. First stop, softball, where they will want to improve one place from last year's stead. A national runner-up finish to fellow SSAC or AUM means that there's a lot of motivation at Fail Field for the 2015 campaign, and there's also a lot to learn from last season to carry them forward.
After the year that we had last year, getting to play for a national title, coming back, keeping expectations high, and that's what we really talked about in the fall. To maintain that level of play is not always easy, but we challenge them to come back, and we want to go back. And to do that, we're going to have to keep the expectations high and really work hard.
Carey's softball squad faces some of the same issues that a lot of championship caliber teams face every year: the loss of seniors and the integration of freshmen and fresh faces in general. And there really isn't any time to rest if you're looking to get back to where you once belonged. The biggest challenge?
Instilling the winning attitude is something, and just taking that pride in wearing Carey, on your jersey. And so just with new girls coming in, with juniors as well as freshmen, they've all played on different teams. And so just for them to understand that this is a different team and we do expect to win and to do well during the season.
So to get back to that last game of the year and win that last game of the year, Coach Fletcher knows it comes down to one thing.
The group that we've got coming back, I've challenged them to be leaders for the younger group and to help them to realize we can go back and do that.
Over at the baseball diamond, one of the legends in the game, Crusaders head coach Bobby Halford, cleared another milestone, getting his 1,000th win in his 30th season in charge. But when you ask him, other than him saying all it means is that he's been around a while, it's just a part of the process, a long and successful process at Carey.
It is another game. I hate to say that. I hate to be that using cliches, but it's just the next game. It really is, and it's just like you're saying, you've been doing it a long time. So it's special in some ways, but in other ways, there's a lot out there. Still a lot out there for our team to do and our program to do, and so that just kind of keeps you going.
Along the way, Halford's Crusaders have 23 30-plus win seasons, 17 regional tourneys, 3 national bids, and 35 former players that have moved on to the pros and coaching ranks themselves. To be a part of something this special certainly leaves a mark.
I think it's just a testament to the type of program we have here, and that's not just baseball, that's at William Carey in general with all of our athletics. Coach Steve Knight just got his 600th career win in basketball, and I think it's just a testament to the staff, the type of people we have here, the type of athletes we recruit here. And I mean, it's a family effort at William Carey, and that's I think anybody would tell you that. And Coach Halford getting 1,000 wins, it's just a real tribute to the type of team he's had here for over 30 years now, just a competitive team year in and year out.
And to add to the Halford/William Carey legacy, they get to do it in the toughest conference in the country. It's a challenge they cherish, but they know that it's a tough one for the 2015 season.
Well, I've been doing this a long time. Played a lot of Division I schools over the years. We would play 15 to 18 games a year. It's not a lot of difference. It's not a lot of difference with the mid-major conferences, and especially on weekends with the arms that we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of guys that are playing pro baseball now that are throwing in the 90s, mid-90s, and that type thing. And a couple of years ago, you got Corey Black's 98 miles an hour at our ballpark in front of about 10 scouts. So the competition is really good. The pitching's outstanding, and you got to be ready to play every weekend.
So Nicole, softball, national runner-up, trying to improve by 1 spot in 2015. And in baseball, Bobby Halford and Mike Krzyzewski have something in common.
1,000 wins.
Unbelievable.
Incredible. And if you want to know more about milestones or anything else going on around the conference, you can visit our website, ssacsports.com. Standings, scores, news, milestones, everything you want to know you can find there. All right, don't go away. We still have a lot to tell you about. The showcase continues after this.
Because you want more flavor, at Nuke's we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nuke's, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nuke's Eatery.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Discover.mga.edu. Discover Middle Georgia State College.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Hi, I'm David Alford from the TV show Nashville, and I'm here to tell you about my college. Since 1870, Martin Methodist has paved the path to success for thousands of graduates. Just an hour south of Nashville, you'll find an affordable private college participating in the Tennessee Promise with an educational program designed for you to graduate in 4 years. Come visit us and experience the difference. Experience an education that's personal.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Grinnell University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Welcome back to the Southern State Showcase, coming to you this week from Loyola University. We are uptown here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we are also inside the Den where, Nicole, this could become a very important place in a very short period of time.
It certainly can, because this place houses the defending women's basketball conference champions. And for them to repeat this year, it's going to be really tough because the field is packed. We take a look at the conference tournament. From top to bottom, women's basketball in the SSAC is one of the strongest conferences in the nation. On any night, in any arena, any team can win.
No matter where you're ranked, you better be ready when you come on the floor, because anybody can beat you. You can be number one, they can be the last place team, but you better be ready to play, because if you don't, you'll walk out with a loss. And so this conference in women's basketball is solid from top to bottom, and there won't be any easy games, and you just better bring your best game when you go to play.
3 different schools have been ranked nationally. Although 3 out of 12 schools seems to be a lot in a national poll, many believe the Southern States doesn't get the credit they deserve nationally.
It's a tough league, and I don't know that we even still get the kind of respect on a national level that we deserve in this league. We're seeing right now, I guess, 3 of us in the top 25. But on any given day, it just really depends on who you're playing and where you are, and anybody can beat anybody. So it's a tough league to be in, and I think we have some great representatives in this league.
Bethel, Loyola, and Martin Methodist are the 3 schools that have been consistently ranked in the top 25 all year. With a win against Loyola on February 26th, the Bethel Lady Cats captured the SSAC regular season title. Loyola and Martin Methodist are in a tight battle for the 2nd seed in the tournament. The 10-team field has been finalized, although the final seeding is yet to be determined. Along with Bethel, Loyola, and Martin Methodist, AUM, Mobile, Belhaven, Faulkner, William Carey, Middle Georgia, and Coastal Georgia all will have a chance at the conference title. The 10-team field will head to Montgomery, Alabama for the conference tournament beginning on March 4th. But in the end, only one team will get to hoist the trophy and get an automatic bid to the national tournament in Independence, Missouri.
We come in this year, we wanted to win a national championship. But first you got to win a conference championship, you got to win a regular season championship. But our girls, we talk about getting lost in the process of getting better. Obviously we're top 6 in the nation right now, so we don't want to feel too good about ourselves. We tell them all the time, you're either in a storm, headed towards a storm, or coming out of a storm. So right now we're doing good right now, but we want to take it like we're headed towards a storm or something around the corner is not going to go our way.
So John, as you can see, it is going to be a challenge for anyone to win, and at any given time, I think any team has a chance to win this tournament.
We've seen a lot of strides from a lot of the members this year when it comes to the women's tournament. Look for Blue Mountain, look for Bethel, look for any of those teams that are making it to Montgomery to make that run to try to get into the national tournament. Nicely done. When we come back, we'll let you know what else is going on here at Loyola University as the showcase continues after this. But if you want to reach out to us, go to our Facebook page, look up the Southern States Athletic Conference, like us, friend us, and be a part of the conversation as the showcase continues after this.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse. Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you? Are you?
Are you?
Hollingsworth takes the snap, thrust out of the pocket, throws deep into the end zone. There's Dawson. He got it. Touchdown, Faulkner. Evans quickly up the floor for the Lady Eagles. She finds Hayes in the corner. Hayes for 3. Faulkner is the 2013 national champion. They have just painted Lewiston, Idaho, Faulkner blue.
Faulkner University Athletics, champions of character.
Carrie is
inspiring, family, a best value, engaging,
diverse,
military friendly,
enriching,
competitive,
cutting edge,
Christ-centered,
growing,
and the path to your future.
View course schedules and registration times. Apply online and learn more about Cary at wmcary.edu.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Education should do more than just fill your head with knowledge. It should open your mind and transform your life with the power of truth. At Blue Mountain College, we are inspiring a new generation to learn truth, love knowledge, and live virtue. This is what we teach. This is who we are. Blue Mountain College. Truth, knowledge, virtue.
Welcome back to the showcase in New Orleans at Loyola University. And John, we stayed inside the den for a reason.
We certainly did. It's time to let you know what else is going on here at Loyola, and the next couple of years will impact this very space. Here's what's going on uptown.
It has been a busy year in New Orleans at Loyola University. The construction projects that the showcase has seen around campus over the last few years are being completed. And there are more along the way in the future plans for students who embrace the Jesuit philosophy and teachings. The largest tenet that is adhered to is that of the cura personalis, literally in Latin, the care of the personality. The philosophy carries itself into the education of the Loyola student body as they all go forward in their learnings and teachings.
One of the hallmarks, I think, I've always said about Jesuit education is it's a concern about educating the whole person, hence the Latin term cura personalis, and it's care for the whole person. So it's obviously it's the academic side of things, but it's also making sure students have the opportunity to grow, both in terms of their things like community service or athletics or student clubs and organizations, but opportunities for them to grow as human beings. Because that's really what, in the end, we want to educate people, not just, I know everybody wants to get a job, and I want everybody to get a job, but it's more than just it's helping people to grow as human beings and become mature men and women, and all these things are a piece of it.
Loyola has been a part of the fabric of New Orleans since its inception as a college in 1904, with its predecessor, the College of the Immaculate Conception, dating back to 1849, as the city had long hoped a Jesuit college would be a part of the framework. Jesuits have been in town since 1837, and being a good community steward has been an instrumental part of the Loyola and Jesuit focus.
We've been linked in any number of ways, which are ongoing. You sort of take them for granted after a while. Student service projects. We have a very large community service program called LUCAP. Their engagement in the city, just in terms of voluntary service of all kinds. The work that our faculty and staff have been involved in terms of areas of help to change and redevelop areas of city government have been very, very important, again, for the long term. College of Business is involved with a lot of support work for young, small entrepreneurs who are really sort of becoming a new hallmark of the city, which is a good change for the city in general. So both academically and volunteer-wise, very much engaged, I think, in the city in every way, shape, or form, which is great.
And one of the goals for Loyola as it moves forward is to bring activity back to the campus geography in the uptown section of New Orleans. The university is in the middle of a comprehensive fundraising campaign that will add more to the Loyola landscape.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, to have the sports and student athletes as close to campus as possible, namely for them, and logistically getting to and from practicing games, and same thing with our coaching staff, but for the entire Loyola community to enjoy those sports and come see some games. And being in uptown New Orleans is a great area as there is, if you ask me, in any part of the world. They have but they have mansions that are 200 years old, and property around here is scarce. So the challenge has been finding areas of town that would be good fits for us to make home for our outdoor sports. So it's been a challenge, but we're working hard to make that a reality.
Those ideas under consideration for Loyola's growth include the idea of a new den for the athletics and wellness departments for all students to use. We're
starting a capital campaign to renovate the building and improve the student-athlete experience for our kids, and that includes arena-style seating. It includes better training room facilities, locker rooms, office space for coaches who are here currently and who are going to be here in the future. We're talking about growing our department. I guess our vision, potentially, we could have as many as 500 student athletes when today we only have 150. So we've got a lot of room to grow, and we're preparing for that growth by the capital campaign and the renovation to this facility, as well as the outdoor facilities as well.
For the Loyola students and student athletes, the curriculum and the efforts of the Cara Personalis are challenging, all in preparation for those days during learning and days after graduation when those who graduate are representing the university. But when that light comes on, the administration could not be more proud of how those students and student athletes are growing.
It's fun. I mean, it really is. That's kind of why you're in it. I can tell you stories of a couple of kids in particular that started off here as freshmen, and they're just, and you're like, oh, they don't get it. And then finally, like you said, the light goes on for them, and they realize that there's more to life and more to, what their future than just, themselves on that day of the week and how practice, and there's more out there in the world. So that's the fun part of it. I mean, that's what student development is all about, and that's our purpose here.
The university is nowhere close to being done growing as an entity. The Transforming Loyola 2020 plan has a lot in its thoughts and plans. The idea centers around creating a learning-centered community to devoting their efforts to students, finding their careers and a life of service, and doing so in the culture of New Orleans and the Jesuit and Catholic missions. Father Wilds is looking forward to seeing where the next half-decade is going to take the university.
The plan took over a year to develop. It was a joint project of faculty and staff. The board has approved it. one of the things I've asked now of the Oversight Committee is to come up with clear benchmarks, if you will, for how we're going to be able to measure and know what we're doing. Because one of the great things in the academic world is we don't do that often enough. So that's my next, it's sort of a mini step to be, but with those I'll be able to better answer, a year from now, as we've been a year in implementing the plan, where we are and what we need to do.
And as the university continues its growth, Father Wilds also sees no greater place to find or further an education these days.
Great academics, but also our focus on educating, as I say, the whole person. You want your child, your student, to grow up to be a good human being. That's what we want. I hope that's what most parents want. I mean, they also want them to get a job and things like that. So you have to. It's obviously it's both, but it's both and. It's not either or.
So Nicole, it's good to catch up with Father Wilds and everyone here on campus to see how they're looking to bring everyone back to the campus here uptown, but at the same time grow and grow up.
Grow up for sure. You know where you can find updates about Loyola and every other school in the conference?
Where can you find updates about Loyola and every other school in the conference?
That would be Twitter. Follow us at SSAC Sports. You can follow me at Nicole Morocco.
At John at OSG Nelson.
That's for sure. Now you can follow all of us, and we love to hear your input. If you have any story ideas, make sure you send them our way. All right, don't go away. We still have a lot to tell you about, but first, our Players of the Week.
The Players of the Week at the conference level for the week of February 24th are as follows. In men's basketball, the honor went to Faulkner sophomore DeMar Hill. Hill posted a triple-double this week with a win over Bruton Parker. He had 11 points, 13 boards, and 10 assists. He followed that up with a 25-point outing at Coastal Georgia. In women's basketball, it was Loyola senior Janicia Neely. Neely scored 29 points in a road win at Mobile and added 17 points and 12 assists in a victory over William Carey. In baseball, the pitcher of the week is Matt Miller of AUM. The senior ace scattered 4 hits over 7 innings as they knocked off number 11 Embry-Riddle 4-1. He struck out 6 while walking just 1. He needed only 71 pitches to go the distance in the Warhawks upset. The player of the week on the diamond is Faulkner's Dennis Morton. Morton, a junior third baseman, hit .429 on the week with 5 extra base hits, including 3 home runs. He scored 6 runs and had 8 RBI as Faulkner swept 4 games from Reinhardt and Blue Mountain. The softball pitcher of the week is the University of Mobile's Michaela Scott. The junior pitcher picked up a pair of shutout victories on the week, highlighted by a complete game shutout of defending national champion and number 1 ranked AUM. She scattered 8 hits over 12 innings of scoreless work in 3 games. The player of the week was Middle Georgia's Sarah Bennett. Bennett's a sophomore infielder, hit .545 on the week with 3 home runs. She scored 7 times and recorded 7 RBI as Middle Georgia State went 2-1 on the week. In men's golf, the honor went to Mobile's Josh Moss. Moss placed 10th in the 54-hole Claude Jacobs Invitational hosted by Houston Victoria. Moss opened the spring campaign with back-to-back under-par rounds of 71 at the club at Colony Creek in Victoria, Texas. The Rams finished 5th in the team scoring. In women's golf, the award went to Heather Nail of Mobile. Nail finished tied for 13th at the 54-hole Claude Jacobs Invitational. Nail, the 2014 SSAC Women's Golf Freshman of the Year, kicked off the spring campaign with an opening round of 71. Her team placed 10th in the team scoring. In men's tennis, the honor went to William Carey's Ricky Kepler. Kepler led William Carey to a 4-0 weekend in the first SSAC shootout at the Mobile Tennis Center. Kepler went 4-0 at number 1 singles, dropping no more than 2 games in any set on the week. In women's tennis, it was Alice Beaudanier of Auburn Montgomery. She led number 5 AUM to a perfect 4-0 week, including 3 wins at the first SSAC Roundup at the Mobile Tennis Center. Congratulations to all of the Players of the Week.
Because you want more flavor, at Nuke's we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nuke's, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nuke's Eatery.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seems. Up on stage, in a field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery.
Being at Faulkner is like being a part of a big family. I feel safe here. It seems like I know everybody, and even my professors know me by name.
My faith in Christ has grown a lot since coming to Faulkner, especially working with this outstanding Bible department and seeing the general Christian lives of all the professors on campus.
Faulkner University is a growing, academically strong institution where Christ is the center of everything we do. Visit our website today to see what Faulkner has for you.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud.
How are your classes going?
Grinnell University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Back to the showcase. We just came out of the national polls, and John, we're going to do a little role reversal here. We saw a lot of yellow, so that can only mean one thing.
The Southern States is well represented. How'd they do?
Oh, you did very good. I think
right.
we might give you that job from now on.
Nice.
All right, well, we came full circle. We're back to where we started,
It's
and
colder.
I told you earlier it was cold, and I think it's 10 degrees colder, so
And
let's
it's raining.
send us home.
All right, next week, the showcase will be in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at William Carey University to let you know what is going on in Southern Miss territory. For Scott, for Nicole, I'm John. Play it safe, everybody. We'll see you next time, and maybe
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud.
How are your classes going?
Grinnell University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
The University of Mobile, founded on belief.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Our adult students are a rare and special type of person, leaders in the office and the community, teachers in and out of the classroom, superheroes without capes. They administer first aid on computers and scrape knees. They are changing healthcare and themselves. Be the best version of yourself with an accelerated bachelor's or MBA degree from Bethel University. Call 1-877-4BETHEL today.